go to the nearest mirror in your home. Do it now. Do not hesitate. Stand before it, but I forbid you to look into your own eyes. Look only at the frame, the edges of the glass, the familiar dust on its surface. I am speaking to you now through my Archangel Michael, and this is not a suggestion, it is a divine order born of a terrifying urgency. You must smash that mirror before the clock strikes midnight tonight. The reflection you see, the face you think is yours, is no longer you. It is something else. And it is learning. It is learning how to do the one thing your soul has been dreading without even knowing why. It is learning how to step out of the glass and take your life. This is not a metaphor for self-esteem. This is a spiritual reality. You feel it, don't you? That bizarre sense of alienation when you look at your own face. That feeling that the person staring back is a stranger, a courtroom judge, an enemy. How many times have you stood before that very mirror and listed your own flaws? How many times have you spoken a silent curse, a word of hatred, a judgment against the person in the glass? You thought those words, that toxic energy, simply vanished into the air. They did not. They were absorbed by the mirror. And they have been feeding something. You have, with your own pain and self-rejection, given birth to a parasite that now wears your face. This is the culmination of a pattern in your life. The feeling of being an actor playing a role. The exhaustion of pretending to be okay, of wearing a mask for the world. You have become so disconnected from your true self that a spiritual vacancy was created, and this entity, this reflection, has begun to fill it. It has been studying you. It has watched you when you are happy, when you are sad, when you are in your most private and vulnerable moments. It is learning how you smile, how you cry, how you speak, how you love. It is studying for the most important test of its existence, to replace you so perfectly that no one will ever know the difference. The timeline is absolute. The spiritual membrane between your world and the mirror world is growing thinner with every passing minute. You have until the clock strikes 12. At midnight, the gateway will be at its weakest, and it will make its move. The scrollers, the doubters, the spiritually vain who are in love with their own illusions, they will be consumed. But you, my child, you were chosen to shatter the illusion, literally and spiritually. Your liberation is waiting on the other side of this act of holy violence. The entity that now inhabits your reflection is a pain form. It is an etheric parasite that was spawned from the collective energy of every negative thought, every harsh judgment, every tear of self-hatred you have ever poured into that mirror. It began as a faint echo, a whisper of your own sorrow. But you fed it. You nurtured it with your pain. And now it has grown strong, sentient, and ambitious. It has no life, no memories, no soul of its own. It is a collage of your deepest insecurities, a mannequin made of your own regrets. And it has one, all-consuming desire, to live. It has watched you. It has seen the blessings that are waiting for you, the joy you are too afraid to claim, the love you feel you do not deserve. And it has grown resentful. It believes, with a cold and passionless logic, that it could do a better job of being you. It believes it can manage your life without the crippling weight of your fears and your past traumas. It wants to feel the sun on your skin, to taste food with your mouth, to spend the money you are about to receive, to be loved by the people who love you. It wants to steal your life not to destroy it, but to inhabit it, to wear it like a perfectly tailored suit. This is the source of the deep, unnamed conflict you have felt within yourself. That feeling that you are constantly sabotaging your own happiness. That sense that there is a part of you, a dark twin, that is always working against you, holding you back from the very things you pray for. You were not wrong. You were sensing your own reflection, your pain form, actively working against your spirit from the other side of the glass, whispering its doubts into your soul, weakening your resolve, preparing you for the great exchange. The injustice is profound. You are being hunted by a monster that you yourself unwillingly created. It is a child of your own pain that has now grown up to become your would-be murderer. Its plan is to wait until you are asleep, just before midnight. In that moment of ultimate vulnerability, it will use the immense energy it has siphoned from you over the years to push through the veil, to step out of the mirror. In that same instant, it will pull your sleeping consciousness back into the mirror, trapping you in a cold, silent, two-dimensional prison where you can only watch, screaming without a voice, as it lives your life. This is the deadline. Before midnight, we must not only destroy its gateway, but we must starve it of its power and reclaim the energy it has stolen from you. The reversal of this terrible fate requires an act of holy rebellion. The entity's greatest strength is your belief that it is you. Its power comes from your self-rejection. We will now perform a ritual of radical self-recognition, an act so powerful it will weaken the entity to its very core, making the final act of smashing the mirror a mere formality, a cleansing of an already defeated foe. You must find an object, a small totem, that represents your true, authentic, joyful self. It could be a photograph of you as a happy child, before the world taught you to hate yourself. It could be a small stone you picked up on a day you felt truly free. It could be a ticket stub from a concert where you danced without a care in the world. Find this object now. This is the anchor of your real identity. Now, you must go and stand before the cursed mirror. This will take courage. But you are not alone, my angels are with you. Hold the object, your anchor of truth, in your hand. Do not look into the eyes of your reflection. I repeat, do not make eye contact with the entity. It will try to draw you in, to mesmerize you with your own face. Instead, I want you to look at your own real hand, the one in this world, holding your object of truth. Focus on it. See the lines on your knuckles, the shape of your fingers. This is real. The rest is a lie. Now, you must speak a declaration of independence for your soul. You are not speaking to the reflection. You are speaking to the object in your hand, to the truth it represents. Say these words aloud, and let your voice be filled with the authority of the one true owner of your life. This is who I am. The joy is real. The past is mine. The reflection is a lie. With these words, you have just done something catastrophic to the entity. You have cut off its food supply. The pain form feeds on your self-hatred. By recognizing your true, joyful self, you have just starved it. It will be thrown into a state of panic and weakness. In this moment, it is vulnerable. Now is the time to prepare for the final act. First, you must find a cloth or a towel and cover the mirror. Blind the enemy. Do not look at it again. Then, you must prepare to shatter it. Do it safely. Wrap the mirror in the cloth, place it on the ground, and break it. With every crack in the glass, you are not just breaking a mirror, you are breaking the chains of self-hatred, you are breaking the curse of self-rejection, you are shattering the prison that was being prepared for your soul. To confirm that you understand this sacred mission, to declare your intention to the heavens, you must type these words, the illusion will be shattered. Do it now. The angelic host is preparing to assist you. Wait. Do not touch the mirror. I have just been shown a flaw in the plan, a deeper, more cunning layer of the deception. The danger is not one mirror. My command was to destroy the gateway. But what if the enemy has built more than one? What I am about to tell you is for those who are still here, the ones with the spiritual fortitude to see the whole battlefield, not just one trench. Close your eyes. I want you to picture your own face in your mind. Not the one you see in the mirror. The one you feel from the inside. The face your loved ones see when you laugh. The face you had as a child. That is your divine template. That is the truth of who you are. And that is what we must protect, because the enemy is attacking it on all fronts. Here is the secret within the secret. The main mirror, the one in your bathroom or your bedroom, is the master gateway. It is where the pain form was born and where it is strongest. But it has been learning. And it has learned how to jump. It has learned how to project its consciousness, its hunger, into any reflective surface in your home. The dark screen of your television. A window pane at night. The back of a spoon. Even a glass of water. It can look at you through any of these portals. Smashing the main mirror is what it expects you to do. It is a trap. If you smash that mirror, you will not destroy the entity. You will merely anger it and scatter it. You will sever its connection to its main base, but you will trap it in all the other reflections in your home. It will be a ghost in every machine, a fractured, furious consciousness, now invisible to you but still able to watch, to influence, to poison your atmosphere. We will not trap it. We will annihilate it. The plan is not to destroy the prison. It is to dissolve the prisoner. You must now perform a ritual not of destruction, but of spiritual blindness. You must revoke the entity's right to even see you, to copy you. You must make your divine template invisible to it. This must be done before midnight, or it will create a permanent backdoor for itself in every reflection that surrounds you. Because you waited, because your spirit was patient, you have avoided the enemy's trap. You will now claim a total and complete victory. The signs that you are now engaging the true threat will be strange and immediate. You will notice a subtle distortion in a reflection near you right now. Look at the curve of a glass, the screen of your phone. For a split second, your reflection will seem to shimmer, to bend, to look wrong. This is the sign of the entity's hold on your image weakening under the power of my gaze. It is losing its grip. Next, you will be suddenly reminded of an old photograph of yourself, perhaps one you have not seen in years. A memory of it will flash in your mind. This is not a random thought. This is a sign from your past, from your true, authentic self, reaching across time to help you in this battle, reminding you of who you were before the pain form began to grow. Now, you must act. You must reclaim the copyright to your own face. You must make your likeness holy ground upon which this entity can no longer trespass. This is a divine decree of spiritual copyright. You must type with the absolute authority of a creator over their own creation, "My likeness is my own." As you type these words, you are stripping the entity of its primary weapon, your face. You are making your image, your reflection, spiritually invisible to it. You are blinding it. It will look into the mirror and it will no longer see you. It will see only its own empty, formless self. And it cannot survive that. The climax is at hand. Having reclaimed your likeness, the entity in your primary mirror is now disconnected, blinded, and starving. It will look out of the mirror, expecting to see you, its template, its food source. But it will see nothing. It can no longer copy you. Its disguise will fail catastrophically. For a brief, terrifying moment, if you were to look, you would see its true form. A shimmering, featureless, gray mannequin of sorrow, a being made of pure pain, with hollow pits where its eyes should be. And then, with its connection to you permanently severed, its reason for existence gone, it will simply dissolve. It will unravel like a poorly made garment and vanish into nothingness. The mirror will become just a mirror again. Empty. Cleansed. Now it is safe. Now you can complete the original command. Now you must shatter the mirror. But the act has changed. You are not smashing it out of fear, to escape. You are smashing it out of power, as a final act of cleansing. You are destroying the empty, dead husk, the nest where the parasite once lived. And with its destruction, every other reflective surface in your home will be forever cleansed of its influence. You will be free. The war with your own reflection will be over. Ask Sarah, a woman from Charlotte, North Sea. She had suffered from crippling self-hatred for years, spending hours staring at her own perceived flaws in the mirror. She found this message. She reclaimed her likeness. She looked at her mirror and saw, for a split second, a gray, featureless face staring back before it dissolved into a faint mist. She covered the mirror and broke it. The next morning, she said, for the first time in her adult life, she glanced at her reflection in her car's rearview mirror and felt nothing. Not hatred. Not judgment. Just a quiet acceptance. The constant, critical voice in her head was gone. Do you understand? You are not just breaking glass. You are breaking a curse you placed on yourself. It is your turn. You know someone who is at war with their own reflection. Someone who speaks of themselves with a hatred that breaks your heart. They are feeding their own pain form. You must be their liberator. Send this message to them. You are giving them the spiritual weapon they need to win the most intimate battle of their lives. Your courage to share will be a blessing upon you both. Now, a final instruction. You must listen to this entire message again. The first time, you listened as a soldier receiving orders. The second time, you will listen as a king surveying his reclaimed kingdom. But there is a secret purpose. At a specific minute mark in this recording, there is a tone, a frequency I have embedded in my voice. You will not notice it consciously. But your subconscious mind will hear it. It is a healing frequency, designed to begin the process of repairing your own self-image, of healing the wounds that created the pain form in the first place. The first listen was for the battle. The second is for your healing. The war is over. The victory is total. To forever banish the false image and to step into the glory of your true, divine identity, you must declare it as done. Let the heavens be your witness. Type, the true me is free.